you want to be when you grow up? A recent Forbes survey showed that 22% of children would like to be a superhero. 15% want to be firefighters, and 11% would like to be police officers. In contrast, an MSNBC survey showed that 80% of incoming college freshmen have an undeclared major. Children know what it is, what they want to be when they grow up. So why don't we? The truth of the matter is, we have our priorities out of whack. We think, I'm going to go to school, find out what I like, get a degree, and eventually find the job that I love. In reality, we have to decide what it is that we love, what we want to be when we grow up, and then do everything in our power to qualify for that. When you set a worthy goal and make plans every day to accomplish that goal, you can do anything that you want. And who's to tell you what your limits are? Only you can put a limit on your growth. If I were to walk into a third grade classroom and tell those children, hey, you probably won't be a doctor, nor will you play in the NBA or go to the Olympics, how would their parents feel? They'd be furious. So why do we do the same thing to ourselves every day? Who's to tell you what's possible? Scientists unanimously agreed that it was physically impossible for a man to run a mile in under 4 minutes, until Roger Bannister did it in 1954. Then, in 2001, Alan Webb set the high school mile record at 3 minutes and 53 seconds. A child doing things that 50 years earlier, scientists had agreed was physically impossible. Don't let anyone tell you what is possible. Muhammad Ali, the legendary boxer, once said, "What keeps me going is my goals." Now, Muhammad Ali, he was put down throughout his career. He even had his heavyweight champion title stripped from him because he was a conscientious objector to the Vietnam War. But because of his goals, he was able to become the 3-time heavyweight champion of the world. People will tell you what you can't do. People will tell you that you're not smart enough, you're not old enough, you don't have enough experience. But all of that, it's just words. Because your goals can make you become whatever you want to be. Let's be real though, goals are just marks on a piece of paper until we do those things that turn them into a reality. Every day when you wake up, you need to make a plan. What you're going to accomplish that will bring you one step closer to that goal. And you know what? Sometimes it'll be hard. Sometimes you won't do everything that you had planned. But that's okay. We don't give up on our goals. Confucius, the Chinese philosopher, taught that when it is obvious that the goals cannot be reached, don't adjust the goals, adjust the action steps. Adjust your plans. In November, I got a real estate license and I started practicing real estate. People told me, "You're too young. You're not qualified. You don't know what you're doing." I ignored them. I went out and I tried to find clients. And in January, I joined a team as the buyer specialist. Unfortunately, it was difficult for me to close a deal. My wife and I had set it up so that I could practice real estate for 6 months as my full-time job. In March, we ran out of money. And it came to the point where I had to decide, am I going to make real estate work? Am I going to accomplish this goal right now? Or am I going to find a job that will pay me now and work on my real estate goal later? Well, I had to readjust my goal. Right now, I do real estate part-time. That doesn't mean I've given up. That simply means I'm going to accomplish my goal later. When you set a worthy goal and make a plan every day to accomplish it, you can do whatever you want to do. Carol Dweck, a psychologist, said, "For 20 years, my research has shown that the view you adopt for yourself profoundly affects the way that you lead your life." You are what you want to be. So hold tight to that superhero within. And remember, not all heroes wear capes and fly. Thank you.